Hi nerds. What's up nerds? I wanted to kind of like I was gonna say a mosh pit, like a mishmatch, a mash of moshing, a bunch of videos in one. Um, because I have a bunch of things I obviously want to film. So I actually got my first book of the month. I had picked this one. This is actually a May pick, but I hated all the June picks, so I picked this one and got this for like $10 when originally it's $28. So I thought it was a great pick. And so I want to do kind of like a reading vlog. We'll kind of just read through together. I'm only on chapter 1 right now, so we'll read a little bit. I also got a bunch of new books for my birthday, so I wanted to do a book haul. And then I also got I got a book cart. So if you guys are booktube people, you guys know everyone has a book cart. And honestly, I was like, okay, I think I need one. Oh my gosh, my hair's a hot mess. I honestly was like, I think I need one. And so we'll see if I'll show you guys it, and we'll kind of organize that because I obviously want my TBR for the month on there. And then I obviously want books I haven't read on there, but I have a lot, but I don't have as much as like some people on there. So we'll see how I organize that. And then I want to show you guys my shelves right now because I think they look super cute. So yes, we got lots to do. It'll be like kind of a week long of vlog, so don't fret. So just so you know, it'll change like throughout the day. Throughout the video and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna read a little bit right now, and then yes, let's stop. It's so awkward to like transition, like, okay, just gonna go read. Bye. I don't know. I'm on page 17 and this crap is crazy. I also wanted to say, so again, I got this from Book of the Month, and my book is like, the pages are coming out like at the bottom here. It's really hard to see, but like, oh yeah, there you can see. It's hard to see, but they're ripping out, and so that was like really weird, but it's only like those few pages. But I'm gonna keep an eye out if I get more books of the month to make sure, like, because obviously they're super, super cheap. So I'm wondering, I hope it's not like they're getting cheap copies from the, from the authors or whatever, and the publishing places, and then selling those, you know what I mean? Guys, tell me her ex and her best friend do not get together. Tell me right now. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to know. Oh my god. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Tell me. Don't do it. Tell me. I don't know. Okay, so we're hauling it. I got so many freaking books. I'm so freaking excited. I filmed this like 8,000 times, but I hated every single clip. So hopefully this is the one. So if you guys don't know, my birthday was on the 12th. So I got so many freaking books, and I also like went ham myself. So first I went to Target and I picked up 2 books. I took the sticker off because I thought it was cuter. But I was like watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos, and a bunch of them, I think Haley Pham is like honestly what I've been watching. Destiny, I think her name is. Something like that. And then I think the other one is Sarah. But I've been watching a few authors. I mean, just few YouTubers. But anyway, so I saw this recommended a few times. I can't remember exactly if it was this one or like the second part of this. I don't remember. But this is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. So I picked that up. I also picked Better Than the Movies, of course. If you guys don't know, all those YouTubers I just mentioned love this book. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read it. I'm very excited to read this, honestly. Lynn Painter, Better Than the Movies. This one I started. This is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I'm really not that far in, number one, and then I won't be able to update in this video, so I know that would just pee people off. So we'll just talk about this when I do my reading wrap up. But I did pick that up. On launch day, I got it. And then on Amazon, I did get 2 books. I placed this order together, so I actually did pick up The Wrong Bride. I started and finished it in like a few days because I loved it. I thought it was so good. I do like this one better than I like the second one, so honestly it was good. If I would have started with this, like, I would have been hooked. So it was kind of good that I did it the other way around. Even though I did like this a lot, it just wasn't like my favorite. I mean, the second one just wasn't like my favorite. But this one I loved, so it was really, really good. I feel like I'll do maybe a dedicated video to like this series when it's done. Maybe I'll do that instead of like talking too much, but I really liked it. I also picked up Dear Aaron from Mariana Zapata. I love this book. I finished it as well. But this is one of my favorite, it definitely jumped to one of my favorite books of life. And if you guys saw my video last week, I was talking about books that my favorite reads, and this had to slide in there because it was so freaking good, honestly. And I talk a little bit more about it in that book, but basically she just starts sending letters to a soldier overseas, and then it says, but what she didn't count on was falling in love with the guy. And so you're like, oh my gosh, so gotta know all the juicy tea. So I also got this. This is from Brittany Wine, Forgetting You or whatever. The Exception series. So I guess it's a series. So I might be addicted and have to pick all these up now. Great, I didn't even notice it was a series. But I got this from the Romance Reader subscription. It's kind of like Book of the Month, except this one is a surprise. You don't know what book you're getting until it shows up, which is honestly kind of cool, but it's also kind of like, what if I hate it? So I don't know. I'm gonna read this one, and then maybe I'll decide if I want to keep the subscription, or maybe I'll give it one more. They also do, so I took the base subscription where it's just a book. They do a bunch of different subscriptions where they'll send you like bookish stuff, and then the author does always sign it, which is really nice. And then what was the other thing? Oh, sometimes like there's a subscription with multiple books. It's crazy, but I have the single one. I'm excited to read that though. Honestly, it looks good. Okay, then my mom and sister got me amazing books. I'm so freaking excited. So we have 3 here. First they got me Emily Henry, Happy Place. I could die. I want to read this so bad now. Everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Marissa, you gotta pump the gas? I want to read this so freaking bad, and I'm so excited. Also, Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I was really excited to read this because I want to read, Sally Thorne only has 4 books, but The Hating Game I loved. Like, I thought it was so good. The book, and a YouTuber I was actually just watching today had mentioned how she did not like this one, and I was like, oh my gosh, but she also didn't like The Hating Game. So I was like, maybe I'll like it because I like The Hating Game. So whatever, but I want to read it now even more bad because now there's like some mixed reviews on it, you know? Okay, last but not least, they gave me How to Love Your Neighbor, and I'm actually so excited, by Sophie Sullivan. I want to read this really bad as well, but this looks so good. I actually hadn't heard anything about this or this author, and I was in this store, one of the bookstores, just walking around, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, and then so I added it to my Amazon cart. Long story short, I ended up getting it. So I'm very excited. Got it. They got it for me, I should say. Okay, and then some gifts from friends. I got these 2 books. I'm so excited. This is Set on You by Amy Lee. I also heard this was a really good, fun and fresh, like quick, cute read. So I'm excited to see the tea because I also, like, I had this in my Amazon cart, and then I was kind of like, I don't know about it, and so I deleted it, but I got it anyway, so I'm like, now I have to read it, and I'm actually really excited to read it because I also heard that this book was really good, so we'll see. And then I got It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I'm excited to read this too. I also have heard like hit or miss things about Tessa Bailey, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna read it. We're gonna try it. And then my other friend got me 2 more books. I know, like, how insane. This is From Lukoff with Love by Mariana Zapata, and I was like, asked her, I was like, did you know that this was a series to Dear Aaron? Because I was talking about that nonstop since I read it, and she's like, no, I had no idea, and I was like, yeah, the characters are sisters, so I'm very excited to read this one. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's like they follow the same, like, I don't know if they're the same timeline, if you will. I don't know, because they could be, because this one does give like updates on this. But I was like, I hope it's not like a spoiler. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I don't know if it's like one comes first and then second, or like if they're like at the same exact time. I don't know. But I'm excited to read it. And then last but not least, we got From the Embers by Ali Martinez. I am so pumped to read this. I don't know why this is giving like read this in fall kind of vibes. Maybe I'll read it before then, but like in my head I'm like, I should save that for fall. I don't know why. But this looks so good. I've read this like 80 million times because I go through like my Amazon and like delete stuff like if I don't think I'll actually like it or think I'll actually buy it. But this one has made it because I keep reading it, and I guess there's a fire in the house, and then the guy's like, he thinks he's bringing out his wife. He ends up bringing out like someone else, someone who's not his wife. But then he becomes a single dad, so I guess he stays at her guest house. And then it goes from there. They bond over this tragedy. So I'm excited to see. I don't know if he starts off at her guest house. I don't know really the details, but I'm very excited to read that. So excited. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of clip of me putting all these books away. It's from a few different days. Like it's from a different day. So just bear with me. But yes, that's all the books I picked up. I did pick up more, but also a little clip of that in a little bit. There is a third shelf on the bottom. I have 3 books down there. This one, I told you guys, like, I did not like that much. So I'm like, I don't even need to keep it because I definitely will not read it again. So I might donate that. So I just left it down there. This one was fun, but it was like, I read it once. I definitely won't read it again. But it's called Under the Alaskan Sky. It's like very old school, old fashioned kind of vibes. So it was like, okay. And then this one is Breaking Dawn. So I want to find it in paperback because all my other Twilights are in paperback, and I know I could get it for super cheap. Like this was only 99 cents, so I want to pick that up just so I can have them all in paperback. And so that's 3 instead of buying 3 hardcovers, I only have to buy 1 paperback, so it just made more sense. But those are all down there because like those could be donated or something like that. But yes. Okay, so up top we have my TBR for the month. Those are the books that I like specifically put on my TBR that I want to read. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm missing one that I haven't bought yet, but I don't know if I'm gonna read that one because I have obviously all of those that I really want to read, so I might switch one out. And then I have to read those 3 over there. Actually, I have not read any of those 3, so I gotta read those. And then again, we have the books that I have not read that might honestly be read. Honestly, I don't even know why this is over here. That will make it a little bit easier because The Chemist I really don't think I'm gonna read by Stephanie Meyer. I don't really think I'm gonna read that, but I bought it, so that's why I didn't want to get rid of it. But then that clears up some space for these 2 books here. So then these are all the books that I hauled, and then some extra ones that I've had for a while that I just have not read. Again, those are books that I probably won't read that I'll probably donate at some point. Okay, so here's what the whole thing looks like. I did do a shelf tour like a couple months ago, and it was in my closet, but then I kind of switched these out because I like seeing my books better than I like seeing the other things that were in here. So here it is here. I'm kind of obsessed. Like, I think I'm in love. Again, you can see my Twilights at the bottom down here. The only one I will keep hardcover is Midnight Sun, because there's no reason for it to be softcover because honestly it wouldn't match the set anyway. So it was fine. And then those 2 are soft covers. My favorite, Life and Death, and then the short Second Life of Brie Tanner. Down here's a little bit emptier. I did want the Host to be kind of with my Stephanie Meyer, but I felt like it was fine because when I get the entire series, like maybe there won't be room, but for now I was like, it's fine because I don't have the whole what is that called, I'm Number 4 series. Then we have all my Katie Roberts, which of course obviously will grow because she's coming out with like 10 of those freaking books in the back. So I am so excited though. So there's that. Obviously over here I have, oh, gosh, this thing has been in the way the whole video. Over here we have the Harry Potters. I've yet to read, but then we have my Percy Jackson. So right now all of it fits in these two. But I know he's coming out with another Percy Jackson series. Oh, that was the other thing. And also there are the other books in the back. So it's fine I feel like it's fine for now because I'm not going to read them. But eventually we're going to outgrow this shelf here. But we also have, obviously, the Hobbits, and we have some Narnia books. I feel like that looks so good together. Like, oh, so good. We have the Crave series. I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I put the 5th book away, because right now it's on, the 6th book away, because right now it's on my TBR shelf. But I was like, maybe I'll just lay it flat and it'll be fine. But these, since they are written like down that way, if you turn them sideways, it looks stupid. Whereas like these are written sideways, so you can, like, it looks cooler. So I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna freaking do. I might even, like, if I need the space, like, put the second 3 behind, or like, yeah, the second 3 behind or something like that, and so I have room for something else if I want to. We also have the Divergence, the Hunger Games series. I thought that looked so nice, and I feel like the Divergence looks so much nicer without their freaking covers, because the covers are in the back behind them, but this looks so good. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And I told my sister, I was like, I need a new like thingy here. I just want like some sort of trinket that either goes with the Hunger Games or like the Divergent series. So she said she has like a pin or something that was from the Hunger Games, but we'll see. Anyway, the candle's just there for now. Again, that's my Katie Robert. And then we have all my romances. So this shelf right here won't stay like that. That's just like that for now, just to fill it. But that'll be my hardcover romance books, or my hardcover, like, not series books, because these are all in alphabetical order, actually. And so I felt like alphabetical order by author. But I felt like the what is the word? The Emily Henry book will be so stupid down there, and then the other book, like the random hardcovers, will just ruin this whole aesthetic. So I'm gonna put it up there. I think of why there's so much space there. I think it's just because the one book is down there. Oh, that's what it is. There's one book I had moved over there because that's the one I might get rid of, but then there's 2 other books that are missing because I let my sister and my friend borrow them because they're so good. But then those are down there. The Final Offer 2 is like a series, so I feel like maybe it could like go over there. Like, I don't know. For now, this is what it is though. So I'm very excited about that. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's take a picture. Oh, I'm so excited. I love this setup so much, and obviously my books are going to keep growing and stuff like that. I'm going to have to probably, for a while, just because I'm at my parents' house and, like, I'm not, like, I thought about for a second, like, completely redoing my entire room, but I was like, okay, calm down, Marissa. But eventually I'll have to, like, push the books back and, like, put my more favorite ones in the front and put the other ones in the back just to save on space, for now. But I feel like right now I'm actually at a pretty good spot. Like, I just keep thinking about, I'm like gonna have all of the I'm number 4s, all of the Katie Roberts, like, and then there's more Percy Jackson. I'm like, oh my gosh. And obviously all of those books have to come on here at some point. But I feel like if I did put them all over here, they would all fit. But that means I could never buy any more books, and I still have a few on the way. So anyway, I'm talking a lot, but I'm gonna go read a little bit. And I feel like that's everything. I have to show you what I got. Okay, it's not books, but I got something else, and I'm so freaking excited. It's a hoodie. It says, I blame author Abby Jimenez for my unrealistic dating expectations. It smells like packaging. Oh my. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I'm so excited, but that's not it. That's not it. But wait, there's more. It really smells like packaging, yeah, packaging. I also got a mug. It says the same thing. She had like another one that said something else, but I thought this one was funnier, so I got them in both. And then gray is like the vibe, so yes, yes, yes. I'm not gonna lie, I got this in a 2X, And it feels like I was hoping it'd be a little bit more oversized for a 2X. Let me check the tag. It's like usually like my shirt size can be like extra large, XX, or 1X, but like, yeah, this is 2X, but it feels kind of snug for a 2X. But I'm excited. I gotta wash it though because it does smell. But I wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so I actually got a lot farther than I was planning on before the next like check-in I did. I literally am, how many pages in? Over 200. I'm on chapter 28, page 234. So I read a lot. This is so far, it's a fun read. It's very like, I always, like, obviously romances are cheesy. This is like straight up corny cheesy, you know what I mean? Like the the kind that's like very like, that actually wouldn't happen in real life. Like there's no chance of that happening in real life. So like obviously sometimes romances, they're like made up, obviously. But I just mean like sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, like that could happen, you know? It's like, could real life, yeah, obviously, and if in a far off place, but this one is really like far off. And I'm like, some of the things the like characters say, I'm like, they get rocked. And so yeah, almost done. Probably gonna finish it tonight, hopefully. The end. I cannot. That was, not gonna lie, one of my favorite epilogues, because usually epilogues are like really like quick and like to the point, if you will. This one was nice and had like really had me smiling like the entire time. Like my heart was really happy. Like not one of my favorite books ever. It's not gonna go up there, but definitely a really good book. It's a really like breezy read, like really easy. You can just read it if you're not looking for something that's gonna have you like, you know, like in it. Like if you're just looking for some fun summer read, a quick read, this is definitely that. I didn't even realize I was already like over halfway, and I like blinked, I felt like it was finished. Like I really did not take me long at all. If you read it, you know there's a lot of like heart-jerking like concepts, if you will. Like there's abuse, there's like almost attempted suicide, there's freaking death of loved ones. Like there's a lot of like, there's sicknesses that are almost deaths. Like there's a lot of heartfelt stuff, which I guess is like nice. Like not nice, that sounds horrible, but I guess it was like, it added something to the story, because if those weren't in there, it would be a very like stupid thing, but those were in there, so it like made it a little bit more like, oh, I want to know what's happening, or like you want to figure out why he's like the way he is, or why he said whatever he said, you know what I mean, like those kind of different things. I still have to say, like the ex-boyfriend, I'll say, was so stupid. Like he was so dumb, and then the ex-best friend was also so dumb, and who else is dumb? I feel like there was somebody else, but yeah, it was like it's so hard, but it was fun. Like I could see myself reading again, and I definitely will tell my sister to read it, because it's not like number one favorite book, but definitely a good one to have like on deck. So I'm excited. That was a good one. So I'm probably gonna read a little bit more tonight, but whatever. My sister is driving away, Okay, so I just, we're ending the vlog here. I thought it'd be fun and fresh to just change the scenery a little bit, even though the lighting is terrible. I wanted to haul a few books really quick. I told you guys I placed one more order. So first I picked up The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. I am so freaking excited to read this. I've heard a lot of good things. Special edition. My sister, she's like, can I read this before you do? Because she knows I probably won't be getting around to it for a while, but I was like, absolutely. So she's probably gonna read that, and then we'll see how we can talk about it, because that's my favorite thing. I was saying how like I've watched like Haley Fam and I can't remember that Destiny I know is one, and Sarah I think her name is actually something like that, and they all went to the beach together and like read the same book together, and I was like, that's goals, like right there, best friend goals. And my sister and I like thought they loves to read, my sister, younger sister, and so some of the books like I'll give her, like make her read. I'm like, you have to read, this is so good. So now I'm like happy we get to read together. She like shops my library of books. But I also got Ren in Rome by Sarah Adams. This one I'm even more excited about because I've heard a lot of good things about this. So I'm very excited about this. And she writes closed door romance. So there are no like inappropriate things in the scenes. The complete opposite of a closed door romance here. Katie Robert. This is Court of the Vampire Queen. It's a standalone, so I wanted to just see, like, you know, the vibe. Do not read those if you were looking for closed door romance books. Anyway, guys, we are closing the video here. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filming this. Definitely would do it more often. I want to do at least one kind of vlog style video a month. At least one, so maybe two. Right now, again, I'm sticking to posting only Thursdays. I feel like it's beneficial for me, for you, for my bank account, and just so I can put out like good quality stuff and it's not rushed or anything like that. So right now we're sticking to it, but I'll let you know if that changes, because I'm like, I just want to post and talk about books, but I'm also like, okay, slow your roll, girl. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, yes, that's it. It's so awkward. Anyway, guys, I will see you in next week's video. Bye, nerds.